at 10. Just playing games and chilling. Just about run over Adam from Mythbusters there. Yeah, no, the things, whatchamacallit's really good. The convoy mode with the mods and everything is absolutely awesome. Oh, yeah, no, seriously, I have actually thought about DMing you and chatting to you a lot of times. I'm not just saying that, but I get so distracted so easily, and I do that with a lot of people. They go, oh, so I'll give them a DM and then, oh, hello, what was that? Something shiny. But, yeah, dude, but if you ever want to join, when I do convoy modes for this, and if you want to join on this as well, you're more than welcome to, dude. Absolutely. Very welcome to. Bring back some nostalgia when we used to play trucking sim and farming sim together. I've got lights on in the middle of the day. Alright, and we've got east and west here. Oh, yeah, it's all good, mate. You can, anytime you're around, quite welcome to. It's up to you. Totally up to you, mate. I'll be happy to have you join either one. I do ETS and ATS convoy mode. Oh, it will be. The last two sort of had things happen, but let me see what that. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, because I'm currently doing a competition between the two games, but after every 4 streams I do a convoy mode when I switch over from one season to the next. And this one we do, well, twice a week, always on a Sunday, which is a Saturday for you, and it would either be a Sunday or a Monday night, depending on Patrio's schedule. So if you want to do that, just type in ! Discord into chat, which will give you a link to my Discord. And then we'll set you up from there. Just DM me, let me know, and then we can sort it out. Totally up to you. Dave, did you sort out that bringing up the menu and everything? There's a lot of controls and stuff, but you only need a few of them really. I would rearrange, personally me, if I didn't have it on the wheel, I would actually do the enabling and disabling with Control W, and then bringing up the guidelines with Alt W or something like that. Yeah, they do have a whole list of controls. Like I said, most of them you don't really use. Well, it's like everything, after you use it for a while, it becomes second nature, doesn't it? It's just getting used to it and using it a lot until it becomes a habit, and then it's not that much of an issue. But I think like the yellow lines, you just right control 1 on your numpad, and I think resetting them is right control 2. And I know it's control N to turn the snapping on and off. Well, let's call it the GPS to simplify it, turn the GPS on and off. And I think it's shift home to bring up the red lines. Because I was sort of getting used to it while I was still using the other one for GPS. Plus there's always the option, if it doesn't suit you, for the guidance steering mod on the mod hub, which I find a pain. A and B and the keys to change the tracks and move the tracks and everything else like that. Probably because I use the 17 one so much, and this one's a bit more like it. Where the guidance steering one on the mod hub by is it Whoopster, isn't it? I only used that a little bit in 19 before I went to the vehicle add-on or whatever it is, and use that one because that was a lot more simpler to use. How much of that stuff? Oh, I've done it. I've done it. No more coming up. Right, oh, while I was there I should check to see 30, well it'd be flashing if I brought the map up, wouldn't it? That would make it easier. Field 38 down there. Watch me get lost, as per usual. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be really good when cruise control, course play becomes multiplayer compatible. That'll be really good. Be really good when they get the ability to be able to use it with loaders and stuff and copy courses. But it's still in the early phase for those who haven't seen it. It's a huge improvement on the UI, being able to use it through the menu itself. They've integrated it with the menu, part of the menu that you use for the in-game AI to set it to drive to somewhere or start a job, and a couple other menu icons added in. But for the moment I'll just use the AI extension, which is also good because especially with doing the fertilizing, because the in-game AI, when you're doing fertilizing, it turns around and it's still got a bit of the field to do, but it's not on the field itself, decides it's finished the job, where the AI extension one will finish the job. And I found that that's improved in using that mod to do field work other than harvesting, because it was always really good with harvesting. But I found with field work it wasn't so good. But yeah, it seemed to be working quite well. This time around. And it might be finished with it, actually, because I haven't seen an update for that for over 2 weeks. Well, I'm going to finish this field and then I'm going to go off and make myself a coffee. I tried refreshing again, I think I mentioned that, and there was nothing. You guys are awfully quiet. Have I put you to sleep?
No.
No, not yet.
Well, I'll keep trying.
Ah.
If I put you to sleep, then there'll be more contracts for me. provided there was more contracts to take. 64,000. I better pay off some more of my loan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be so happy when I'm finally able to afford my own plot of land and start making my own money with my own fields. Buying seed for my own fields, buying fertiliser for my own fields. Selling the whole field of crop for myself.
Yeah, but since we are leaving before we harvest again, once you harvest it once, you can just leave the field as is, right? No use in replanting that since we were leaving.
You got to buy.
before.
Yeah, well, you need to buy. All the fields need to be bought on the map. All the fields.
Yeah, but you said after 1 year we're gonna stop. Which is
Well,
it?
after all the fields have been bought, is what I said. After all the fields have been bought, you get
Oh.
from the very last. I was actually very, very clear about it just
Oh.
before. Yeah,
See,
so
this,
I did, you know.
that was a slight misunderstanding on my part then.
yeah, no, that's what I said, because it's no point spending just a year on this. It's when the whole point is because you buy the last field and go, right, let's sell everything. It's pointless buying the last field, right? I mean, technically, the person who gets the last field, then yeah, it's okay. But as long as we get a use out of that field, one use out of that field, which is the main reason I said it. So if we get one harvest out of that field that you bought, yeah. So it's got to be the very, 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 very last field on the map bought.
And then a full year of just harvesting.
Yeah, so as soon as that last field has been harvested, or all the fields have been harvested after that field, you know. Obviously, it's no point someone buying that field and then we've all got crop on it, and then they go off and harvest that field and go, right, I've done that, let's finish the game, and there's our fields, because we've got different crop that takes longer. Yeah, so it's after everything's been harvested, at least once after that field's bought. And that gives the opportunity, you know, because there's no point just buying these fields and then doing one harvest and selling it. The whole point is to make lots of money, and so you can buy the most fields and everything. Obviously, the more fields you have, the more money you're going to make and more chance of winning the competition. Which is a bit of a concern, because there are two of you that already can start buying up fields if I don't hurry up. So anyway, I'll consider this one a tutorial for myself to find out what not to do next time.
Yep.
Right, who's doing work and who isn't doing work?
I am.
I
You
ain't
are.
doing work.
Patrio's not doing anything.
I finished the 2 contracts I got.
That's a bit of a pain, because the only one that is doing work hasn't got a feed. I can switch over while I go and make my coffee. So I suppose I'll waste some my own money here, and well, it's not going to bring that up. I will let the auto drive this back to the shop while I go and make myself a coffee, and then I shall return. But what I will do is I'll turn the top speed down. Say 30 kilometres an hour or miles an hour. I can't remember what I've got set on here. What have I got? I'll be miles, most likely. Just to give me a bit of time to go make my coffee, and you guys can actually watch something, be it just a very slow tractor, but at least it's better than nothing. I shall return soon, and Lossing said something to you in chat there, Smedo. I'll be back soon.
Dude. Hey, dude.
Turn it over.
It's all good, Cranky. I'm just going for a Nobel Prize
What Nobel Prize?
for being outstanding in my field.
I was gonna say that.
Alright, I'm back. Well, thank you for the bits. Thank you very much, Lossing. That's absolutely awesome. Does that put you on the leaderboard too? Just looking to see if I've got a leaderboard there. You definitely got recent cheers. I thought I had the highest cheer amount too.
Yeah. Well, looking at the website, it's obviously my second computer's running the stream. You tab across, and he's number 1 with 500, and that's it. Cheer to take number 2. So I guess the timeout from Mike, always with the 1111.
I had Frith as well. And Dave. So I don't know why they're not on there. Oh, well, he's now the leader.
I think it's monthly.
Is it monthly? Oh, well, there you go.
I think so.
This month. Alright, now I've got my coffee, my Moccona, which I got for Christmas, which is really, really good. The unfortunate thing about it is when I finish it, obviously I have to go back to the crappy cheap coffee.
Uh-huh.
I'm enjoying every bit of it. So we're all done? Well,
Nope.
I'm done. You're still going, are you?
Yeah, I got this. Field 69.
Oh, all right, have you? For fertilising.
Yep. Pretty much. Had to be the biggest damn field.
But what have you got? A backpack and one of those little sprayer things, dude? Surely you've got a big field, but still 45. Oh, let me tweet my money.
My width is 24 meters.
Oh, that's
Right.
nasty. Really?
Yeah.
Game hates you.
Why is that?
Well, because 48's the lot widest, and yours is 24.
Yeah, because it's all I could afford. Oh, hi, Patrio.
Oh, you've got one of those.
Hmm.
3-point sprayers instead of that stupid one with the articulated axle.
Yep. Or the articulate tire, per se.
So
Yeah, the self-centering steering thing that just doesn't want to behave itself.
Yeah, when you want to back up and you can't back up because, well, self-centering. Or better yet, turns the wrong way which way you're trying to turn out.
that's a bit of a pain, eh? It did what I did. Well, actually, I got the fertilizer spreader and I got one of those, so if I could do multiple.
You're running faster! I'm currently doing 12 kilometers.
No contracts at all. This is incredible. What have we got in the way of growth? We've got things. Oh, we've got a lot of growth happening on the thing, so we're going to have quite a bit of stuff to. We've got a whole field that hasn't been planted and cultivated. But we've got a lot of harvesting jobs coming up. Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3 fields that haven't got any seed on it at all. No, that's not what I want. This. We've still got.
Well, maybe they are marked for crops that can't be planted yet.
Everything can be planted right now, except for canola, barley and wheat. So you might be right. And cotton.
Yeah, not till later at least.
I haven't seen any baling jobs recently.
I mean, you could probably just sit on top of my tractor there, Patrio, really?
Don't think it carries you along, you just slide off.
Or does it?
Problem
Okay.
is only 9 o'clock in the morning. What field are you on?
69.
29. Yeah, that's the one I did with the seeding.
I did that with the beads.
So you're fertilising
now
the corn I put down.
I'm fertilizing it.
I'm being nice. I'm letting you do it. Without even asking. Yeah, I haven't seen any baling contracts come up. Have you guys? And I've had the same thing on my solar game on the Alps. Because I didn't even realise that until I was watching Frithgar's video today. At 70.
Yeah,
This
but
is,
is the grass regrown? Because we did quite a few baling contracts. Well, that was before the winter break, right?
yeah, but that's what I mean. He's still on the first year, isn't he? And he's got baling contracts. And I've done about 4 years on my one. And
Yeah, you
I
just got
haven't had any.
back.
Over 4 years, because I haven't done it since the first year. Year 2, year 3, year 4, I've had none whatsoever. It's just the first year. Doesn't take 4 years for grass to grow.
Oh, something about a watched pot never boils.
Well, makes sense. I better look at it, because if I remember, actually I do remember, because I was watching the YouTube edit of us and the other map, Patrio, where we realised that one of the fields, the very first field we mowed and baled, hadn't grown any grass back. So maybe I need to have actually a good look at the map and see if there is grass growing. And I think there is a couple of fields with grass growing. Not on this map, my private play one.
Nope, I just run out of fat.
And I'm pretty sure that they haven't grown anymore. Seems a bit weird. How much more of this you got to do? Quite a bit.
I'm at 70% at the moment, so another probably 20%, 25%. I'll just cut through fields at the moment to get more fertilizer.
Well, I'm sure this is thrilling viewing for everyone.
I mean,
How about we sleep?
how about no? They're happy watching me bloody fertilize.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys are doing nothing. I picked the biggest fields. I had to pick the biggest fields, even though that's not really worth it.
Oh, it is, because you're getting money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fertilizing is always worth it, dude.
The
Yeah,
problem
it
is you didn't pick the biggest field. The problem is you bought the smallest fertilizer.
Yeah,
Oh, you picked the liquid one? Are you mad?
yeah.
Well, it covers him because he can do spraying and fertilising jobs without having to borrow the
Exactly.
money, so he gets both of them. That's why I've got one. I've got one so I can do the spraying jobs, but when I get fertilising jobs...
I didn't get the fertilizer what you got, Smudo, because it's just, it's because then I can do herbicide and liquid fertilizer.
Yeah, but the fertilizer spreader is using solid, which is cheaper. It has a wider coverage, which is faster. So in the long run, getting both is just cheaper. It's just better.
Yeah, plus you can, like with me, the reason why I got it is because if I get 2 fertilising contracts, then I can do 2 of them at once. I can have
Exactly.
one going on one and the liquid on one and the dry on the other. At the same time, get them done quicker that way, sort of thing.
Well, So the pallet spreader is so quick that is more often than not worth it.
Well, no, because when I finish the dry one, I can get another contract instead of driving over and get another contract and then drive over and do the other one. I've only got 2 at a time. By the time the liquid one's finished, I could have done 2 contracts and got 2 extra payments.
Oh.
So it's semi worth it. In the long run, you do that over all the times you do those. You're making a bit of money. Let's go have a look at Smudo's farm, shall we? Where is it? It's somewhere on the map. That I do know.
On the main road. It's hard to miss.
Well, here's Patrio's farm. The huge thing it is, you can get lost around here. Where's the exit? I'm lost. Actually, get a good look at the map, eh? Especially the water. They've done a good job with the water. It's actually it's really good as a creek. That I mean, look at the detail. You didn't get this in the old maps of Farming Simulator, but the river is really the water on the river is really good. Really good. Here's Smudo, and look at him. But it's greenhouses that had me worried until the last update, and now I'm not so worried.
And I say again that before and post update, not really much discernible difference.
Yeah.
They take about 1.5 years to pay themselves off, and the yield is
mediocre at best.
Indeed it is. I mean, I'm glad they upped the size of the pallets, even though they slowed the production rate down, but at least they upped the size of the pallets, which originally I thought they didn't do. That's all right, I suppose, and it's a bit more realistic with growth time for them. But, yeah. Now, Smudo ended up with this because he was the first one to make enough money to buy the main farm on this map. Now, there's 2 other farms on this map as well, and with the last update, if you're unaware, originally you couldn't even on this map, starting from scratch mode, you couldn't sell the barn and anything else like that. They were stuck here, but they fixed that, and you also can sell the buildings off the other 2 farms that are around here on this map. He's got some wheat growing, which is nice.
I have some barley over here.
There's barley over there. You can see on his screen. He's at the bottom, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, and Patrio's up the top. Now, I'll find the river, and I'll show you guys the river. If you haven't seen it, or even if you had played this map and haven't had a good look at this, but
do you know where I have wheat and barley growing?
Because you planted them?
Because it was, well, no, I planted the wheat, but I was able to pay off my loan and buy a new field, and then take on a loan after that and buy a Fendt 900 and a baler for 50 and 57% off.
Nice.
Damn.
Look at you can see the current. That's nice. Well, they've done this. The other thing I like...
Guys, if you're on the lookout for equipment, you should check the sale thing in the shop daily.
Yeah, already do that.
I got my row crop planters like 70% off there. I got a Fendt 900 for basically half the price, and a round baler that I'm gonna need for straw later anyway.
Yeah, I do that anyway in my solar game, but it's no point at the moment because I'm trying to get rid of my debt before I do anything like that.
Yeah, well, obviously, but if you are thinking of buying in a machine anyway, you should check and be on the lookout for that in the sales area.
You really don't know the definition of competition, do you?
Dude, I'm so far ahead of you guys. I own 2 plots of land. I have basically no debt. I have 3 tractors, a harvester, and a crap ton of equipment.
Yeah, and the hair was so far ahead of the tortoise as well. One thing I like about this is this river that they've done in 19. Now, if you haven't tried it, is I've obviously got fast run because I've got thing on, the cheats thing on, which gives you automatically default. You can't turn that down, which is fine because we're on 5 times speed, so it works out fine on that one. But it doesn't do it here. It does it on the other one, but you generally slow down if you run and you hit the water. The water slows you down, which it does do on my other one. It's not doing it on here, but the other river in the Alps is actually deeper, so that might be the reason why this one isn't. And just in case anyone goes, you got the cheats on, you're cheating. No. The cheat thing just gives you more console commands to be able to use, and it's mainly done for testing. Actually, a lot of those. And because I've seen someone say that once before on a YouTube channel and said, oh, you're cheating, but that's not what that just happens to be the command to enable the extra controls, like
Fill you an ad.
yeah, adding stuff, and it's mainly for testing, which I've got a test map which I use for it. And then you've got, like in 19, you had GTX's easy development controls, which actually enables those commands without having to use them. You could use them in game anyway. And you can fill up silos and you can fill up things, but that's the only reason I have it on. And like I said, the one thing it does do by default is obviously speed up your running speed, which you can't do anything about. But since we're on 5 times speed, it sort of works itself out. Because obviously, if I was running, say, from point A to point B on 1 time speed, this would be a cheaty thing, because it would take me a lot quicker to do it. But since I'm running on 5 times speed, the time to get from A to B would probably be roughly the same as running normal speed on 1 time speed anyway.
Which
you know
makes
what
it
I mean.
unfair because only you as an admin can run quicker.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't in 19 though.
Yes, it was. We
Yes, it
could
was.
run quicker because of the GTX development control,
Ah,
which had an added player speed thing.
right. Doesn't the other...
So, cheater, pumpkin eater.
Oh, it really
That's
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
saying.
Doesn't this say that? This is on the Mod Hub,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, which is a sort of a what do we call
It's
easy
in the
development controls
power
light.
tools.
Yeah, it's like easy development controls, but light, the light version, the diet version. There's the menu. But yeah.
Hey LCC, surviving New Year's 21. Well, yeah, we made it to 22, so far so good.
Hey Aussie mate, how are ya? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. You're finished.
Yep.
Well, that info would have been good.
Oh, I mean, you were talking, so I didn't want to talk.
Oh,
Under you.
excuses. Good one though. I will give you that. All right, who's ready to sleep?
Yep.
Actually, before I do that, I'll just check to see if there's any